Hey, what's up guys, this is Sansruled, and today I wanted to talk a little bit about feedback. Now this is a funny story. I was planning on making a video about feedback, on what not to do and how to ask for it. And it's funny because my camera decided not to work. And during that 2-day time frame that I went to the store to get an SD card for it, because I was the problem, at least 5 of my producer friends posted something about, getting annoyed by certain producers sending them tracks for feedback and so forth. So today we're going to be talking about big no-nos and how to approach someone for feedback, and who not to approach and who to approach in the first place, okay? So hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. Make sure to watch it all the way through, hit the like button, subscribe, and let's get started. Alright guys, so big no-no number 1 is going to be, do not spam your SoundCloud link. Now what I mean by spamming is, 1, do not send it to people who have not acknowledged you're going to send it to them. 2, do not send it to people who you haven't alerted and they haven't accepted to receive your link. And 3, do not send it to someone you don't even know. Now the main reason for this stuff is because, 1, you're gonna give a first bad impression because they're gonna see it as spam. And what spam is pretty much something, someone receiving something that they didn't ask for or are not interested in. So do not spam your SoundCloud links. It will not work. You will give a first bad impression. You might get a few people commenting, but in the long run, it's better to build relationship with people and producers on forums and ask them for feedback than go asking for some random person. Big no-no number 2, and this happens after you've received your feedback. And honestly, this is one of the things that a lot of producers do and they don't even know they're doing it, and you kind of burn bridges or ruin relationships with this, and it doesn't even seem like a big deal. It's happened to me before where I've given the feedback and the person has done this thing, and this is no-no number 2. And I just completely stop talking to them, and we have collaborations. I kind of deviate away from them, and I just don't really care about giving that person feedback anymore. And the big no-no number 2 is, do not make someone feel like their opinion has gone to waste or it doesn't even matter. Now, music is very subjective, so someone's opinion on your track might differ between different producers, different people, because there is no right or wrong to music. Some people say EDM sucks, others say EDM rock. So if someone gives you feedback and says your lead, I don't think your lead's that great, I don't think your bass is that great, do not reply. Don't try to defend your lead or your bass. Just be like, okay, thanks bro, I'll take that into consideration, thanks for your time. Don't be like, oh, everyone else is saying the bass is awesome and you're the only one saying it sucks. Or don't be like, oh, everyone loves the melody but you don't. Because 1, pretty much you're saying fuck you to that person's face for taking time out of their day in order to give you feedback. So do not burn bridges. Don't do that. Take everyone's opinion into consideration because music is subjective. There is no right or wrong to it, and that's pretty much it. Alright guys, big no-no number 3 is, do not send out half-done tracks. Now the main reason for this one is because if you start sending your tracks out, check out my breakdown, check out my drop, check out my build-up, check out my intro, check out my outro. You're gonna be sending your track but so many times to a certain person that you might know or might not know, and this might work with people you know way better, that you've established a long-term relationship with. But if you just met the person, they're gonna get annoyed. So don't ruin a relationship that way. It can get annoying. So finish your idea, finish the build-up, finish the drop, finish the breakdown, do an intro and outro, rough draft, and tell them, yo, I finished this track, it's a rough draft, what do you think? 1, you will save a lot of time, because once you send out your drop to get the approval to keep going, you're gonna, 1, have to wait for that person to reply, so that that's gonna take up a lot of your time waiting for that person. And 2, you could spend that time finishing up a rough draft of the track so they can give you a better perspective on what they think of it. Big no-no number 4. SoundCloud is a beautiful thing. Let's face it, I know we talk a lot of shit on it, there's a lot of memes on it, but what it does is it brings a lot of producers together, believe it or not. If you think about it, most of the people on SoundCloud are producers and artists. So it's a great way to kind of meet new people, producers that are into what you like, and establish connections. Now, big no-no number 4 arises when you go on SoundCloud and you leave a comment saying, great track, check out my track, or cool track, check out my track, or awesome track, check out my track. 1, you can tell you kind of wrote that comment in 4 seconds, and most likely they won't check. Now, what the right way to do this is for you guys to leave a comment saying, I really loved so-and-so your leads. Show that you actually heard their track. I love your bass. If you have time, check out my track. I would greatly appreciate it. And then if you want to go an extra mile, like their track and follow them. This is the best way to do it, and this is the best way to establish connections, because one, you're giving them a reason to check your track out because you took time out of your day to check theirs out, so they're gonna feel more inclined to do it. Now, if you do it the big no-no way, what's gonna happen is they're just gonna consider it spam, and they're not even gonna check out your track, and you just wasted 4 seconds of your life. So one, do not do it. I know a lot of you guys do it. You go into the groups and, you know, the big room house groups or something, and you just comment on every track. Nice track, check my track out. Nice track, check my track out. Don't do it. It doesn't work. It's more time efficient to actually leave them a faithful comment, and most likely they will respond back and check out your track. Alright guys, so finally the big no-no number 5 is after you receive their feedback from a certain individual or from a certain forum, don't just, you know, say sayonara and leave. Build a connection with the people or the person. You know, like in The Sims 2, you know, when you flirt with someone, talk with them, you build up the relationship, and it says plus and all that shit. But I'm just kidding. But build a relationship with the person, so next time you need feedback, you know, you can go to that person. So once you receive the feedback from them, just say thank you for your time. Do you want me to check anything of yours out? I really appreciate your time. Alright bro, I'll see you next time. At least do something so that you build that relationship. So next time you need feedback and you ask them again, they're more inclined to say yes instead of no. Alright guys, I want to thank you for checking out this video. Leave your comments below if you were one of the people doing this, or if you've met people doing this and it kind of annoyed you. If you disagree with something, let me know in the comments below so I can comment back, and you know, we can fight. But as always guys, thanks for tuning in. You guys can subscribe here. If you want to check out my next sound design tutorial, you can click here. And if you want to check out a funny video, you know, top 5 things your producers do and so forth, but most likely I'm gonna put You're an EDM Producer Part 2. You can click here. As always guys, thanks for your support, sayonara, and I'll see you guys next time.